you're welcome back to Bounce Business Class. We have been talking about how you can invest in treasury bills. We've talked about what treasury bills means, how you can invest in it. Now we're going to be doing a case scenario of someone who wants to invest in treasury bills. So, Ugo, you're welcome back.
All right.
Okay, so we are Adekunle Chukwu has just started working. Over the past 3 months, he's been able to save 100,000 naira. But he doesn't want that money to be lying fallow in the bank.
Okay.
So he decides to invest in government treasury bills, which has just been announced. So he has 100,000, and government is offering a 91-day paper at 10% yield.
Okay.
What is Adekunle's expected return?
Okay, so first of all, the person's name.
Yes.
Permit my writing.
Oh, wow.
Adekunle
Chukwu.
Mount 100,000, right?
Yes.
So the interest
It's 10%.
or rate
Yes.
is 10%,
Percent
and the tenor
is
is
91.
what is called 91
Yes.
days, which for sake
Yeah, 3 months.
of easy, it's
3
2
months.
months.
Yes.
So first of all, treasury bills, like I said, usually have 91 days, 182 days,
Yeah.
364 days,
364.
right? So 91, 182, 364. So this interest rate, by the way, is 10% per annum. Okay, so when you see PA here, it means per annum.
Yes.
So it's not 10%
Monthly.
right? So Adekunle wants to know how much he's going to earn
Yes.
as interest for the period. So the easiest way to determine his interest is what's 10% of 100,000 naira, right? Because that's for a year. So 10% of 100,000 naira is, so 10% of 100,000 naira is 10,000 naira. So if he was to keep this money for a year, he will be earning 10,000 naira. But he's keeping it for 91 days,
Okay.
which is 3 months.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So we now need to break this down to how much will he earn for this 91
So
days.
first, Adekunle will not earn 10,000 a
No,
month.
he will not earn 10,000
So
a
he
month.
will not get 30,000
He will not
naira.
earn 10,000 a year. Okay? No. So this is what he's going to earn for the 91 days that he's keeping his money.
Yes.
So 10,000 naira, 91 days is a quarter.
Yes. Yes.
So 1 year equals 4 quarters.
Yeah.
1 quarter
Equals 3 months.
equals 91 days
3 months.
or
3 months.
3 months. Okay? So for us to know what a quarter is, it is 1 divided by 4. So if you divide this 10,000 into 4, it is 2,500 naira.
And we divide it.
So 1 over 4 times 10,000.
1,000.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
So 2 here, 2, 2 here, 5,000. 2 here, 1, 2 here, 2,500. Okay? So what he gets for keeping his money for 91 days
Is 2,500.
at the bank is 2,500 naira. So let's assume he decides that he doesn't want to stay for 91 days, like we talked about,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Remember, 91 days equals 3 months.
Yes. Yeah.
And in 91 days, he gets 2,500 naira. Okay? So if he's keeping it for 1 day, you'd have for 1 month rather.
Yes.
So you'd have to do 2,500 naira divided by 3. Okay? Which is about 400 naira or thereabouts. Or let's just say 420 naira.
Thank you. Now, thank you so much. Can you see that? Let me ask you one more question. This doesn't look to be very attractive.
Very attractive.
So why should I do it in the first place?
Okay, well, the difference here is that with 100,000 naira,
Yes.
remember, it's idle money, and it's money that you don't need for anything immediately. So, what are your options? That's what you ask yourself. So, if you have 100,000 naira that you have no use for, you can leave it in the bank. If you leave it in the bank in a savings deposit, you would probably get 5%, okay, and not 10%, right? Or you probably won't get. In fact, if it's 100,000 naira in a savings deposit, you will get 3% of that money. So it's just, you're better off putting that money, under your pillow, right? But it's good to be in the bank because it means that nothing will happen to your cash. So you ask yourself, okay, would you want to keep your 100,000 naira to earn 3,000 naira for a year, or would you want to keep it to earn 10,000 naira for a year? So that difference of 7,000 naira, it's a little bit negligible, especially in terms of quantum of returns, but sometimes enough to take care of your fees and your charges for keeping your money with the bank. So imagine if it's a current account. So if you were to withdraw that 100,000 naira from the bank, they will charge you at least 0.2% of it. So rather than them charging you or reducing your 100,000 by even 1 kobo, it's better for you when you now need that money. You'll be collecting 102,500 naira if it's for 3 months. So what I usually tell people is that for fixed income investments like treasury bills, fixed deposit, bonds, to make sense, you have to be consistent. So you've seen already that the return is just 10,000 naira for a year. So most times, if you're a salary earner, the way this makes a lot of sense for you is that you'd have to invest every month, right? So every month, if you set aside 50,000 naira from your salary, you invest in treasury bills. The next month, 50,000 naira, you invest in treasury bills. The next month, so you start to get what you call the benefit of compounding interest. Okay.
So, and when the one already invested in matures, you reinvest.
So you just, it's amazing what the returns will be in 3 or 4 years. You can't imagine. I mean, it's just that there's no time I would have showed you what the returns will be like if you continue investing this way for, like, say 5 years.
5 years.
It's incredible. So the most important thing is you have to be very, very disciplined with it. You have to be consistent. So it's not the kind of investment where you put in 100,000 naira and you get the 100,000 naira.
It is not MMM.
No, it's not MMM. It's not. So, but for those who probably are not looking to, save every other month, then you should be looking at a minimum of 1 million naira.
Okay.
Right? Then it's worth your while. Right, because with 1 million naira
for
a year, you have 100,000.
Yes.
For 3 months, you have 25,000. And by the way, interest rate is actually about 18% now. So 1 million naira for a year is 180,000.
Is it
which can pay rent for some people? Yeah. So if you have 1 million naira now, maybe they give you a bonus of 1 million naira in your office.
Yes.
And your rent is say maybe 250,000 naira.
Yes.
You just started work, 250,000 naira. You don't need to pay the 250,000 naira from your 1 million. If you put that 1 million in treasury bills, they pay you 180,000. You manage and scrap another 70,000, and then you pay your rent, and you still have 1 million naira in your account clean. So these are some of the ways that you can apply treasury bills. It could be school fees. So maybe your school fees, your child's school fees is coming up in 6 months' time, and you have maybe 2 million naira in your account, why leave it there? Why don't you just invest in treasury bills? If you do treasury bills for 6 months with your 2 million naira, that's 180, and that can pay school fees for your child instead of spending from your capital.
Fantastic
So
stuff.
those are the way to use it.
Fantastic stuff. Thank you so much. And then on that note, we call it a day on this edition of Investing in Treasury Bills. So thank you for watching. Do catch you next time.